children, it is very nice to see you again. So last class we were discussing about the chemical properties of acids, the first two reactions. Can you remember? I hope you understood. So in this video we are going to discuss about the next two reactions. That is reaction of acid with base and the reaction of acid with metal oxides. Let's start now. During this reaction, an acid and a base react to produce salt and water. So you can see an acid and base reacts to give salt and water. This salt will be formed by carrying a cation from base and an anion from acid. This results in the formation of salt and water. So this reaction in which acid and base reacts together to form salt and water is called as neutralization reaction. So always acid will neutralize the base or base will neutralize the acid. So you can see some other examples also which behaves like a same. So these are called as neutralization reactions. Soluble bases are called alkalis. Sodium hydroxide can also be called as caustic soda. You're taking sodium hydroxide in a beaker like this, and to that we should add phenolphthalein of few drops. You know that is an indicator, and stir well with the glass rod. And what is the color of the solution now? Now it turns into pink in color. So this shows that the solution is alkaline or base. Now you are adding dilute hydrochloric acid drop by drop to that with constant stirring. So what will happen is slowly that acid will neutralize the base, which will turn that pink color into colorless. That is, it fades and becomes a colorless solution. So now you are adding few drops of acid to become as fully colorless. The next, to that colorless solution we are adding caustic soda as well as few drops of acid to that. So what will happen? It will become fully colorless solution. So acid and base fully gets neutralized. So alkali destroys the acidic property and acid destroys the basic property, that is alkali property. So the resulting solution will be neither acidic nor basic. So such reaction is called as neutralization reaction. The products we get is salt and water. Remember, solid bases are called alkalis. Children, here you can see some chemical equations in which sodium oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, iron oxide. So these oxides are reacting with here hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid. So these are examples of the reaction between acids and metal oxides. So they are resulting in the formation of salts. You can see some examples of salts: sodium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium chloride, copper sulfate, iron chloride. So salts and water are being formed. So the reaction between acid and any metal oxide results in the formation of salt and water. We'll see an example with copper oxide reacting with hydrochloric acid in an experiment now. In this experiment, we are taking copper oxide in a beaker, just black in color. To that we are adding hydrochloric acid drop by drop along the side of the beaker, and we have to stir it properly till it get completely mixed, and there is a formation of green color substance which is nothing but calcium chloride, and water will be formed along with that. So this reaction shows that there is a formation of salt and water, calcium chloride and water. Children, we have come to the end of the session. I hope you have understood. If any queries, you can ask me. In this by this session, I want you to write all the 4 reactions of acids as a self-test. Okay, and check yourself. If any doubt, you can ask me. Let's meet on the next video with the chemical properties of bases. Thank you, children.